It all happened around 2 o'clock this morning. The ground gave way at 4103 Southwest 5th Street in Des Moines, and that's where we join Stephanie Moore, who's been covering this. And Stephanie, you don't see this a lot in Des Moines.
I know, I have never seen it in my TV career. Even engineers here on the scene say they have never seen a sinkhole this big. I want to help put it in perspective for you. The homeowner told me just a little bit ago that that large tree that is still standing in his yard is actually a little shorter than the one that is now in his front yard in that giant hole. Most of the time, sinkholes can be attributed to sewer lines breaking, but in this case, officials believe it was caused by an old mine shaft that is more than 100 years old. It's a sight residents in this southwest Des Moines neighborhood weren't expecting to see.
I walked up here and I didn't see nothing. And I'm looking around, and when I seen that hole, it's just something you don't anticipate seeing. I've never seen nothing like that before in my life.
Tom Spencer said he had to see it for himself.
And then to find out how deep it is. You know, if that was only 5 or 6 foot deep, you'd think, well, that's amazing, you know, but 45. I mean, that's a pit. That is something that's just unbelievable.
We got a call at about 2 o'clock this morning from the homeowner that discovered his tree had disappeared into a hole into his front yard.
This is going to bust up pretty good.
Director of Public Works Jonathan Gano says once the city received the call, they sent crews out to investigate. That's when they discovered the sinkhole could have been caused from an old mine shaft.
That neighborhood's covered by 223 acres underground of abandoned coal mine, and one of the maps showed a mine shaft near the residence. That's our most likely cause of this particular sinkhole.
It's news most neighbors weren't aware of.
Oh my God.
Did you know that? And is that
no.
surprising?
Very surprising. Very surprising. I don't think anybody probably knows that other than the officials. It makes you wonder. Yeah, you just don't know. I mean, we're all in limbo. Just who's next? You know, maybe there won't be another one. Maybe there'll be several.
Officials say filling in the hole will land on both the city and the homeowner.
The hole is a shared responsibility between the property owner and the city because the right-of-way line covers the edge of the private property is actually 7 or 8 feet behind the back of the curb.
But for now, neighbors are getting pictures of a site they hope to never see again.
To see something like that, that's just, you just don't anticipate seeing that. You don't.
Now, the first step here is obviously getting that large 35-foot tree out of the ground. If they left it in, the tree would eventually rot, and then we'd have another sinkhole. So they are bringing in a crane sometime tomorrow to start that process. They'll have to cut it up into little pieces to get it out. As you can imagine, it is very large. I did have a few minutes to speak to the homeowner when he just got home from work. He didn't want to go on camera, but he told me he never expected this to happen and is almost overwhelmed and just trying to process all of this.
Oh, I hope the homeowner's home insurance covers this. We'll find out.